What's up, people? Through the downpour. What up? I'm IC. I'm the host. I'm the founder of the Sitdown UK, and this is 21 Questions. This is our weekly INSTALIVE that we do every single week, Thursday, 9 p.m. And what we try and do is this: get your favorite personalities and people from different industries, different entrepreneurs, business owners, whatever they may do, as long as their story is empowering, as long as their story is inspiring, we like to get them on this platform and unpack their story. So if this is the first time joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you follow the Sitdown UK and click the link in our bio if you want to find out a bit more about what we do. 1st of March, we're going to be having our first event of 2022. We're going to be doing the sit down with SHOLA, yes, the legendary songstress SHOLA. All right, so click the link in the bio, get your tickets. We'd love to see you in person there. And we just come together, unpack her story. We're going to have food, we're going to have drinks, we're going to have giveaways, goodie bags, everything. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you come down. Big up Sadiq in the building. We've got therapy with Shah. Yo, big up, big up, big up. So tonight we've got a 21 Questions with Mimi, the music blogger, amazing woman, doing amazing things, has her finger on the pulse of what's happening in music at the moment. And I just want to unpack her story. I think she's got an interesting story so far. And she is going to be someone who, 4 or 5 years from now is just a household name. If you want to know about music, go and see Mimi. All right. So guys, let me know if you're here for the first time. I would love to give me a 1 if you're here for the first time. Therapy with Shah. I know you. Shah is a regular. And then Sarah, welcome. Hey, if you're not following this sit down, please make sure you're following this sit down. Press that follow button. Click on our website. Click on the link in the bio, and you can check out our what we got. We've got a lot on our YouTube at the moment. You can check out our past events. You can check out past interviews. We've got like 75 interviews. Go check them out. Big up Mimi in the building. Let's kind of say hello. Big up pot and paper. So, big up Nicole in the building.
Hey.
What up, Mimi? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. We just out here listening to some pot of paper. 013 SBTV warm-up sessions.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
How are you, man?
Living life.
How was today for you?
Today was a lazy day. I got my nails done.
Come
today.
on.
I
Do you want to plug the person? I forgot.
Huh? Did I cut out?
Do you want to plug? Who done your nails? Yeah, I think
nail
you've
tech in Edmonton that I always do. I don't know. Like Lolo's nails is literally bang in the center of
Lolo nails. Okay.
Yeah.
I might swing by there. But thank you for coming on 21 Questions. Like, I've been seeing your name just like you are the pulse of music in the UK. If you want to know who's popping, if you want to know who's popping, go to your Twitter. Just go to find out what you're saying, because you got your finger on the pulse. Yes, it is like that. It is. And so when I saw Ella manages you, I was like, what? Because we had Henry for our last event. So I was like, well, okay, big it up. So yeah, big up you. So you are on 21 Questions. You have 21 questions or more, but you've got 1 pass card.
Okay.
So if you don't want to answer a question, you can use your pass card.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
But for the last 75 episodes, only 1 person has ever used their pass card.
Okay. I'm straightforward.
So
I'm easygoing, so I think I can answer.
All right, here we go. All right, cool. Big up to everyone that has joined us. This is 21 Questions with me, the music blogger. I'm your host, IC. I am the host and the founder of the Sitdown UK. Make sure you are following. Our first event of 2022 is the Sit Down with SHOLA. Come on, man. SHOLA, big up to her. If you know about SHOLA. So get your tickets, link in bio. All right, let's get crack-a-lacking. We are going to do Your first round is going to be quick fire, light work. Light
Okay.
work.
Light work.
Yeah,
Okay.
light work. Okay, yeah, actually, let me... I'm going to ask this question first then. I would love you to do your best Millions impression.
Millions?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good
You can
at
pick.
it.
You can pick Millions, or you can pick Unknown T. The world is watching. The world is watching me.
How can I? I'm not good. I'm not even good at doing accents. Like, oh my god.
Or you can do a line from a favorite song at least.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at impressions.
Allow you.
Chad.
Well, allow you. Something that. Oh, actually, this question here, everybody's been wondering this week. How did you know Dave was gonna do In the Fire?
Listen, I'm God's favorite. Yeah. I think when Demo announced it, Dave was performing, and I just did a tweet saying like he needs to do In the Fire. Then I don't know, like this was in the red carpet, then gigs. I'm just like, sure, I know, In the Fire. Then they did it. That's my favorite song in the album, and I cried.
Yeah. You cried.
Yeah. What? Did you not see the choir? What?
Yeah.
That was just crazy.
Yes. No, it's nice. It's nice.
Don't worry, no one told me. I'm God's favorite.
Are you sure?
God's favorite.
All right, we'll allow you.
He just tells me stuff, and I just deliver. You know what I'm
saying? Tell me something that made you smile this week, apart from that.
Sims winning.
Yeah, come on.
Seeing her mum and her speech was actually a mad thing for me. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. It hit different because she was like, "Oh, I'm from North London."
Yeah.
Like, mum, you did this. It was just. Yeah, man. That was touching still.
And her mum, the way her mum is so happy. You know, like, I think all of us are trying, whatever we're doing, especially if you're in a creative field, we're always trying to make the parents see that, you know what, this thing was worth it, you know. Like, I know it didn't seem like it at first. You wanted me to do accountancy, wanted me to do doctor, but look where we are now. We've made it, and you know she's been going on for the longest, and it's due. Yeah. It's overdue, way overdue. Have you seen Tinder Swindler?
No, I need to catch up. I don't understand this whole situation. I feel like I'm far behind. I don't know what's going on.
Mimi, go watch this film. I'm telling you, I don't even have words for it, man. It's crazy. But, is it good?
What is it about? Like the whole, what is it? Is it
basically somebody on Tinder who swindles women, basically? But the way he does it, it will make you fear us.
Fear men.
Mm-hmm.
I already fear you guys, but okay.
Oh, okay. So.
Okay.
Who do you go to have fun with? Who do you call?
Like my number one friend. Like I know I'm gonna have a good time.
100, and you know it's 100. It's guaranteed.
Actually, I'll give it to my friend Keisha because she makes me laugh. Literally.
Oh, Keisha.
Keisha, yeah.
Okay.
She makes me laugh. Yeah, I give it to her still.
Is she in here at the moment?
No.
No.
This girl's probably doing something now, child.
Keisha. Best holiday experience.
America.
Yeah.
When I was 21 yet, but we just ended up in a strip club. Don't ask me how. Yeah, with Miami. That was lit.
Who'd you go with?
Keisha.
Okay, there we go.
And my other friends. It was lit still. Like that was
Good. Would you rather read people's mind or be invisible?
Be invisible.
Really? Where would you go?
I feel like reading people's minds. I feel like you kind of can read people's minds already
I see.
by the way that, like, you can listen to your gut. But I feel like being invisible, I want to see how you talk behind my back in front of people. I want to pre the whole. I want to see the actual
The body
situation
language, yeah.
exactly. I want to see what people actually say out loud
Mm.
about me. I'm not in the room to get it. That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to. Yeah.
Great. What's a conspiracy theory that you fully believe in?
I believe in a lot of stuff now, Jack. I believe in aliens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
think
feel
by
like
I
I
think
feel
by
like
now
like
that one's a given now.
yeah, I feel like aliens exist 100%. And yeah, yeah,
What was
yeah.
it? What was it that confirmed it for you that yes?
It's like it's not I just feel like us humans are so main character. Like why do we think we're the only people in this world? Like it's so main character. Who
Think
the hell do we think we are? You know what I'm gonna
that's
say?
that.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
what? It's just I feel like there's some aliens out there doing their thing and probably watching us thinking them lot think they're so lit.
Yeah.
They think they're so bad and lit, and it's like, oh God, we
You
could
don't
just
think
reach
you're
invade this
bad.
place right
Yeah,
now, and
yeah, yeah. We'll little lock
you
off
know
the
what I
whole thing.
mean? Yeah, I feel like it's aliens though.
You don't think you're bad. Yeah, it's true. It's
Main
true.
character, main character. It's just child.
Oh, snap. Um, what's the most impactful documentary that you've watched? One that really, it just you always remember it. Like it left a mark on you.
Documentary.
You love your documentaries.
I know there's so many. I'm trying to think. Um, what documentary I really enjoyed a lot? Hmm. There's two types
Mm.
for me. One, music wise,
Mm.
I'm going with documentary. I'm trying to think. There's so many I can just.
Name it. This is quick fire, you know.
I know. I literally have. There's literally a library in my head right now. I'm trying to think which one can I pick because I can really talk about Freddie Mercury right now,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched that one.
or I can really talk about the Black Godfather.
Mm.
Then I can really talk about. There's so much documentaries. I'm thinking, which one do I actually really like, like a lot that touched me. But I also watched the Nina Simone one.
Okay. I haven't seen that one yet.
I don't. There's so much. I don't. I can't pick that one. I can't pick that.
You love all of them.
Yeah,
Love all.
yeah,
Love
yeah.
all. Which artist right now would you invest 1 million into?
1 million. 1 million's even small at this
I
point.
know, I
They're just
know.
giving it to anyone now, Chad. 1 million. Who would I give 1 million to?
To back their campaign, to push them forward, to everything.
SB.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
SB. I give it to SB.
okay.
I give it to SB.
Yeah,
SB or Shah Simone or
yeah.
Crystal.
Or Crystal, yeah.
I'll give it to the girls now, child.
Yeah.
I'll give it to the girls now, child.
I love
Definitely.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Crystal's amazing. She's
Hard.
um last question. What song would you love to direct a video to? Even if it's been done already.
In the fire. Being consistent now, child. And I can tell you how I would do it, yeah.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me take it to my crazy mind, yeah. Cool. Do you not remember like that Pepsi commercial of Beyonce, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And she walked in the dance studio, yeah, and it's her. They're like now, then obviously the mirrors, it's her past. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
one Beautylicious one, there's one Sasha Fierce one, and there's, what's the other one? Crazy in Love. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cool. My version of it, that's in my head, yeah. I would do, because in the fire, if technically the song is basically talking about the trials and tribulations of how, yeah, but we're hearing it, like we made it through the fire type of vibe. So I just see it like a mirror type of vibe of the old version of them all at the beginning of their career, like starting a fire at the beginning and obviously now. And they're basically rapping to each other, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. Have you pitched it
Yeah.
to him?
What for what now, child?
Get Benny Scars on the phone, man. Just
Please don't know to hear me my ideas. My ideas are crazy, not child. I don't know, but something like that. That's what I would do personally.
are you going to move into directing? Because I think your idea, you've like on your blog as well. You've pitched so many ideas. Like, is that somewhere where you're going?
I feel like after, I feel like I'm not gonna be talking and debating about music forever, child.
Yeah.
That is just. I'm very much of a artsy. I really like. I love art. Like besides the music, I like art. I like movies and all that stuff. I feel like I'll just go that side once I'm older
Okay.
and just create stuff.
Nice. No, you should. You should. 100%.
Yeah, and then like the next girl insult my stuff and say, "Oh, I don't really like what she's doing," and get, you know what I'm saying?
Do people do that to you as well?
What?
Like comment on your comment?
Yeah, it's opinion. Is a debate. Like that's what it's meant to. I feel like that's what I want it to happen. Like let's talk about it because I don't want no one to have the same opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 100.
You know what I mean?
I hear that. All right. Cool. That was your quick fire light work. That was light work. You just breezed through that. Welcome everybody to 21 Questions with Mimi, the music blogger. This is the Sitdown UK. We do 21 questions every Thursday, 9 p.m. We unpack people's stories and get to know them a bit more. If you want to come to our live event, click the link in the bio. We're going to be doing a sit down with Shola. Amma, hey. So let's start from the top, the beginning, as everyone always does. I want to know for you, what would you whisper in the ear of a 16-year-old version of you? Now, you could go back, have a little whisper, and then come back here.
Listen to your gut, man. You're calm. You got this. Like, listen to your gut. Like, just listen to your gut. You're not crazy.
Yeah.
You obviously think a certain way. Just do it, and don't second doubt. Like, don't doubt yourself. Don't listen to other people. Be yourself. And yeah, just do you. You fly. You feel. You know.
Who has been instrumental in shaping this you that we see now?
No one. No, I can't give. I wouldn't give credit to no one. I feel like it's been me. I feel like people play their part and support, yes, but I feel like for me to be in this place, I had to just meditate a lot, self reflect a lot. And yeah, just it's a lot of me work basically. Yeah.
What parts of any did your parents play? Apart from take care of you, food, shelter.
My strength. They like not giving up, being consistent. I feel like my parents taught me that a lot. I feel like just strength, honor. Know where I come from. Know my bloodline, where it's what, like just knowing where I come from, so I know where I'm going. Yeah.
What's your background?
I'm from Congo. Yeah, Congo Bongo.
You've mentioned in past interviews that you used to go on walks with your dad, and I was wondering, in those walks, like, what were the things that you talk about, or what things did you kind of learn?
Well, you did the research on me now, child. Ooh, okay. and anything. He was definitely my first friend, my first best friend
Wow.
I ever had. So just anything about life. He opened me up to a lot of things in terms of history, music, art. Like we just talk about anything and anything, and I feel like like anything. Like we had debates. Just everything. Like literally everything.
What was it that he did to keep that line of communication open? Because sometimes, like people from African backgrounds, they always say, relationship between your parents and the child is always strained. You don't really have that open relationship. What was it that he did that made you believe, yeah, I can come to my dad about anything?
I feel like because he never really had that, he wanted to be that parent like he wanted to have as a kid, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Mad.
So I feel like he consistently wanted me to be comfortable. Yeah, I feel that's why, in a way, it makes sense why I'm so loud and so direct to it, because I talk to my dad, and that's like for girls, like that's the opposite sex. So if they want to, like, yep, I said what I said. Because more time, I feel like I've been in a way, in a weird way, he kind of trained me being very much. I feel like in a way he kind of made me an alpha female in the weirdest way.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
That's it. I've got my daughters too.
Oh, is
and
it?
yeah. And so but she's so how can I put it? She's so advanced that I forget she's 2.
My dad says it all the time. Yeah.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah. So it's interesting. Like I want that line of communication. So it's funny whenever I have these interviews with people, and especially when they have good relationships with their parents and they're strong, I always ask them, what is it that helped that? Was that the same with your mum as well?
Me and my mum, it's such a funny relationship. I feel like as I'm growing, I can see it. Like she's my mama. That's my mum. Like she has the biggest heart. Like I feel like that's where I get my heart from. Literally, it's from my mum. My mum is the most sweetest person. Like you can have like an egg on the table and there's no food in the world where she will give it to you and let you eat. Like she's that type of person. So she kind of gave me the nurturing side of things and that loving side. So yeah.
And who gets to see that side of you?
What my emotional side? Ooh, my friends.
Yeah.
My friends. Like if you're really close to me, like I'm just like, come here, come to mama. It's okay, give me a hug. It's okay. But at the same time, it's a cold world now, child. Not everyone deserves that side. It's a cold, cold, cold world, and I learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I feel like it's there, but not everyone gets it, and I kind of like it that no one really sees that side. I feel like everyone thinks I'm just rough and loud and just keeping it gangster. But I'm a crybaby. I cry. I cry.
What things do you cry about? Like what touches your
Anything.
heart?
You know it is. I have my moments. Yeah, honestly, like one time. One time. What was it? I think I was watching. I was watching something so dumb. Yeah, and the girl must have said something, yeah, to her mum. And I just started to cry. I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, I don't know. You know what it is? I just feel, I don't know. It's just, I have my moments. Like, sometimes I keep it G, like, yeah. And sometimes I just, you know what it is? I feel like a lot of family stuff makes me a bit emotional. Like, yeah, or if anyone goes through a Mazzoline or situation, I just, yeah. Anything sad.
Yeah.
But not too sad. but sad.
I mean, you spoke about interviews losing your grandma, and that time was hard for you. It was difficult,
Yeah.
and I wondered, like, what was it that was so special about her? What was it that also made that time so hard for you?
She's always been the glue for my family, my mum's side of the family. Like always, like my mum, like she'll call the phone, house phone. Yes, grandma, house the phone. Like she always kind of played the part in the family, and like I always had a fantasy as a kid or like a dream, like yeah, when I'm older, I'm gonna bring grandma to the UK. She's gonna live with us. And that's always wanted to be like. Well, that's always like one of my goals in my head. That's one of my I made it type of
Mm,
things in it.
deep.
So for it to go, I
Mm,
kind of felt lost. Like I said, okay, what am I supposed to do now? And seeing that side of my mum, losing
mm,
her mum, was kind of crazy because it's like, wow, she lost her, like her family's kind of gone in the way you're gonna say. So it was just a bit weird, and can't lie, like the death of my grandma kind of triggered the music blogger in me, and I just started writing, and yeah,
mm.
yeah.
That's nice, man. That's nice. Um, you going through your own childhood,
Mm.
if you choose to one day have children, what you mentioned about what your father did and what he changed to make sure he had it with you. Is there
Mm.
anything that you are going to take into your parenthood that you probably change from your childhood?
Uh, well, I will invest, and I'll just invest in my kids' talent and craft, and not have a picture or image of what my child to be. That's one of my main thing. If I see my kid is good at piano or takes an interest of doing something like in music, alright, cool. Let's make it
Yeah.
the best type of thing. And I had a conversation with one artist. Mom, I'm not gonna say the person's name, our child, because I don't feel private. Um, she must have told me that she used to pay for her child's music lessons consistently and all that stuff. And it kind of made me feel like, raw, like there's parents out there, you know what I mean? So I will actually invest in my kids
Mm,
and actually support them in anything
mm,
they want to do. Um, and yeah,
yeah. I remember
and
interviewing.
feed that creative side more time.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Mhm,
Now I remember interviewing Jamie, and he said
mhm,
the same about his daughter. I said the question was, "What do you hope for your daughter?"
mhm.
And he said, "Nothing. I don't. I don't have no expectations, none
Nothing.
at all." I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "No. Like whatever she wants to become,
Once. Mhm.
I'm just here to just
Guide.
help,
Help.
yeah, guide and help you
Yep.
do that." But any preconceived ideas, no. I was like, "Wow, that's deep. That's deep." Because you just end up
Yeah.
pushing them into, rather than pushing them, actually, you end up being led. You're led
Mhm.
where they're going, and yeah, you support them. Love it.
Yep.
A bit about you as a person. I wanted to ask, how do you as a person, how do you listen or take in music? Because like music, goes out, every Friday. Music is, we're bombarded by it. But how do
Mhm.
you like to take in a Dave project, take in a Storms, take in a Huss? What do you do? Do you need to be on your own? Do you need to go on a drive?
What do I do? I listen to it 5 times. That's my rule.
Okay.
Five
Before you
times.
before you say anything about it.
No, you can see my first reaction to things and all that stuff. Yeah, cool. But I listened to it 5 times. One, the first time, my AirPods or my earphones. Second time with my beats. Third time, playing it out loud whilst I'm doing my house stuff. Fourth time, in the bath. And the fifth time when I'm walking, taking my long walk, let's do it. Literally, yeah.
And what are you looking for?
I don't look. I'm just seeing where the music takes me because in a way I kind of visually see stuff when I take in music. So that's why I kind of like when I used to do breakdowns, I just because I get it, I see it in a how would you say it? Not in a spiritual in a weird type of way, child. Like I kind of connect the dots in a way, like okay, it makes sense like that. So yeah, but not all music. It has to be deep. Sometimes music is you want to just shake a leg. You know what I mean? And I'll take it as I want to shake a leg and simple. But there's specific artists that you're like, I hear like little sings. Yeah, I need to sit down. Or the Days, or the Huss. But what I love about Huss, he's the goat in my eyes. He's the king of this thing, anyways. But with Huss, he's a mixture of everything and anything, in my opinion. So yeah.
Was Dave's last project that you did that to that really took it in?
What like project overall? That
overall, yeah.
Technically, what in Feb now, isn't it? Technically Adele, because Adele was the last project. I was like,
Okay.
Yeah, it was Adele still.
You said a quote once. You said, "I doubt myself out of fear."
Did I say that? I've been saying a lot of stuff in this chat. Okay.
And so, before you talked about having an imposter syndrome, and I was thinking, do you still have that now?
Yeah.
And where do you think that comes from?
Childhood.
Childhood. Okay.
Yeah. Childhood and childhood and a lot of no's. You know what I mean?
Oh. Break that down for me. Give me. What did the no's do?
Question myself a bit more. Second guessing myself and being naive in the sense of people like, oh, do it like this, or oh, I thought you to be this, I thought you to be this, and you're thinking in your head, thinking like, okay, maybe I should do it that way, or maybe they're right because they probably lived a longer life than me, or they always have a higher position, so let me like, you know what I'm trying to say. So, so it's a lot. I feel like this career I picked is the first selfish move I ever took in my entire life, if you want to say, because it's something I've chose to do and no one told me to do it. So I have 2 degrees. I'm not meant to be
Come
doing
on, accounting.
I'm supposed to be exactly
economics, masters.
Exactly. I'm not meant to be doing this. I'm supposed to have a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Do my bank work and mind my business. But me being in this position is just crazy because it's like, girl, are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone had a question. Dash of Ash asks, "Did you enjoy Adele's performance
For the Brits, I do
Brits.
fine. Yeah, but I feel like Adele didn't want to be there.
What?
Like, you know what energy I get from her? I feel like she is at a point of, you guys are just using me as a poster girl now. Like, you guys respect me, but you guys are just giving me these awards.
Okay.
Like Nelly type of vibe. Like it's too easy for me. That's the vibe I'm getting for her. I feel like,
and she's getting bored in return.
Yeah, I feel like people didn't take in the album as properly. People just see it as Adele's comeback, and that's it. And we want to have as much Adele coverage, and that she just see it as, I just poured out my whole heart. About my divorce.
Yeah.
And I even, to the point my kid is on the album. I'm literally talking about different coping mechanisms I've been taking by drinking myself to numb myself.
Yeah.
But no one's deep in it. I've been writing about heartbreak since I was a teenager. Her first album, when she was 19. The woman is 33. The lady's tired. She's tired. She just sees it as fun. You just giving it to everyone. And if I'm not nominated, I feel like it was kind of unfair for other people as well. Because she could see, because she was like, there was so, like, she said little things like, oh, there was so much good music this year. And, or, like, don't give up. Like, it's the one she knew, like, this is politics, bro. You could tell, like, you could see it like that. Like, she's seen, okay.
No. Do you know, and I think I'm happy Dave won it, but I got that a little bit from him as well when he won. Because his face seemed like, man, the Gets is there, certain man is there, but I'll do it and I'll keep the door open, but you lot got to dig deeper. You got to look. You guys got to look. I did. Maybe I'm just, but I felt like he was just, he just didn't seem like yay.
Really?
From the time he was on stage a bit more, but this initial reaction, it was like,
I feel like he's in an not awkward stage. I feel like he's in a weird stage in his life. He's turning into a man right now as we speak. Like, he's in that a boy to a man. And I feel like the pressure he has right now is overwhelming. I don't see it as it's me again. It's them with this like, Jesus Christ, this is pressure.
Okay.
It's more of, he's 23. You basically done a Mazzoline, going silver in 1 week, and all of that stuff. So now he in his face thinking, Jesus, basically, I'm basically like,
now I've got a Brit to add.
Exactly. I'm the face of
this thing
right now.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's
I don't want to go too left and do the like number stuff, but at the same time I have to contribute to the scene. So for him, he had to do in the fire, because it's like, okay, it's my moment, but I'm gonna show you I can be selfless and keep it like in the fire. His verse was last.
Yeah. That's deep.
He had gigs out,
big gigs.
Meets, Fredo, all of them, man.
Yeah.
It was easy. So yeah.
I love that tape. Someone asked here, Dash again says, what's a publication you would love to write for?
Oh. Rolling Stone. Yeah. Rolling Stone.
I think you would fit there well.
Yeah, I want to interview. I want to do of Jay-Z.
Ooh. You better speak that into existence and put that on your wall.
Yeah, I feel like that should be the go. Yeah.
That would be, that would be nice to watch. That would be amazing to read and nice to watch. I would say, because we were talking about imposter syndrome, like, your voice is powerful, man. Your voice is very powerful. And look at your face. No, your voice is, your take. Even the way you looked at that day thing and you flipped it a second, your perspective is powerful. So never, obviously it's easy to say, just believe in yourself, but just know that your unique perspective is your win. That is your USP, your unique perspective. And you've talked about even this interview, understanding how you are, taking time to reflect and know how you are. That time you've taken to do that is enabling you to champion with. That's your superpower, your unique perspective. Because Just know that. Anyway, what is your love language?
Oh,
Do you know?
jeez, not me sneezing now, child.
Bless you.
Yeah.
What's your love language? Do you know?
Where's my love? Quality time. Quality time. I like spending time. I need to know, if I don't spend time with you, I know that you don't love me. You probably hate me. That's how I see it now, child.
Yeah. What effect do words have on you?
What, in like love?
In like encouragement. Do you receive them, or is it like?
I do receive them, but I feel like recently I'm becoming very numb
Okay, wow.
to it, because I'm just like, if I overly appreciate the good, when I hear bad, it's gonna be, oh my God, somebody say that to me. So I just
Keep it at arm's length.
appreciate it. Trust me, if somebody told me like something, like trying to help me keep on going, I'll appreciate it. Trust me, but I'm not gonna glorify it and think. I just have to keep on going, type of vibe.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
Don't want to. Someone had a question here, and it's almost in line. Do you feel like you're receiving your flowers, or do you feel that's still down the line to receive?
What, in social media or
I mean, in public and in private.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be ungrateful. I feel like people do show me love, and I'll always appreciate it and show gratitude. I feel like people show more love behind the scenes, or when they see me, when they know if they say it out loud, it's gonna make too much of a statement. So it's okay, cool. I feel like people that show me love and rate me because they know they don't see no gain or loss. They generally say, you know what, well done. But people that can see there's a loss of bigging me up too much, they'll be like, you know what, let me just type of vibe. But I feel like that's in every industry though. Like, it's the competition. That's how I see it. It's competition, okay. I guess.
That makes sense. Yeah. One more person had a question. A lot of people thought Little Sims was disrespected because of the Newcomer Award. What are your thoughts on that? And that's from Mr. Yeager. That was interesting, actually.
Why are we complaining now? Why are we complaining now in the sense of she's been nominated? I think it was 4 nominations. We should have had an outrage or discussion about it. Like, she should have been nominated for this. She was quite fitted for, you know what I mean, for other things. You get it? And it's like, for me, that's a good question. I'm trying to think how can I word it. For me, it's very fitting. Okay. Not the awards, but that moment.
Okay.
Like, I don't see what she won. I just saw she won a Brit for me. And I feel like people need to understand as well, this is the Brits. This is
the British Brits.
Exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? We shouldn't expect something that they don't understand our culture. They combine 3 genres in one: grime, drill, and rap, something like that, or rap all in one. They got rid of. They made awards neutral gender now, So it's just like it's a different game now. Everyone's playing. So it's like it's so much politics, and they combined R&B and pop. I'm just showing you, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing now, child. I don't understand it. But for me, it was a bigger moment because she sold out 302 Brixton. Literally, first woman to do that. She dropped her album, yeah, same week with Kanye and Drake, yeah, and she was in top 4. These rappers that couldn't even, when it dropped on the second week, Drake dropped 2 weeks ago. They couldn't even. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She done, bro, and she won
And
a
she's
Brit in her
independent.
Do you get?
As in, but really independent.
Yeah, I just feel like I feel like the stars are just aligned. But I feel like this is the moment that you can actually say, you can't chat to Sims. Like, the thing is, I feel like as the culture, we've been screaming this. But I feel like now the world, like, do you know how proud I was? Yeah, I was watching the red carpet and there's asking Ed Sheeran, Adele. They were like, oh, who do you like? Who do you want to win? They were saying Sims. So, yeah, I want Sims to win something. I want to. Everyone, you cannot deny that. Like, she is goated in this thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like people need to understand she's a woman, a dark-skinned woman, in fact. You get it? So imagine the battle. She could have given up 5 years down the career. She did it 10 years non-stop, grinding, boom, 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 boom. Please, I'm not gonna take that moment. Oh, she didn't deserve that award. She should have got this one. You know what?
Thank you for giving her a Brits.
Get her that moment.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So,
you once said another quote. You said another quote.
oh God, where did I say that?
You said, walking into the industry, I was like, rah, I'm a black girl.
I've been talking a lot in here.
So you said this in an interview, and I was wondering where, at the time, in the context you was talking about, it was the idea of being a black woman in the music industry. But coming into the industry is when it was more pronounced. He was like, rah, you know, that racism was at so many different levels that you were just like, okay, I didn't know before, but yes, now I know. In this industry, I'm a black girl. And I was wondering what were some of the hurdles that you've had to jump over, and if you're still jumping?
That's a good question now. I'm trying to think, how can I say it, because I don't be saying the wrong thing now, child.
Protect that bag.
Okay, cool. It wasn't okay, cool. Okay, cool. I felt like the first, it's just, you know what it is, yeah? You're always on guard. You're always like, should I say it like this? Or should I say it like that? Or when people approach you, they approach you a different way in comparison to your male peers. Or if I say something, people question it, or like straight away. Or my male peer can say something, he might be taken in a bit more in comparison to me. And it's just like, okay, cool, I'm actually a girl. But then was just like, especially where we was born and raised, like in the ghetto now, child, the way you speak and the way your mannerism is like, the way like, she's too hood or she's too ghetto, all of that stuff. So, so, because you know, it's just so much rules and regulation now. It's too much. The thing is, I generally now I come to a place that I just don't care no more.
How do you get there? How do you get to I don't care? Because just like you said, you could change the way you speak. You could, adopt how they want
What's
you
the
to
point? What's the
behave.
point of what's the point of changing? Because this is how I see it. Yeah, I'd rather be myself, my most authentic self, and get where I deserve or be where I need to
Yeah.
be. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And all faking it, and I'm depressed and upset. Yeah, and people say, "Oh, people." Imagine someone insulting you. Yeah, live oh, but you're not even being yourself. So who are you really upset with?
Yeah.
Like, I'd
Yeah.
rather you dislike me because I'm
Yeah.
being me. Okay, I'm not your cup of tea. You know what? Cool.
Mm.
I just come to a point. I just don't care no more.
Mm.
Why do I care? You just have to just be yourself. I just see it as I just have to be myself, and I just see it as yeah. I feel uncomfortable sometimes being the only girl in things and all that stuff, but I just see it as okay. There's gonna be other girls probably watching me and feel like you know what I can do it too. I'm like you know what cool. Then, like cool. If I have to be that, I have to be that. That's how I see it.
Mm. Yeah. 100%. 100%. And the Brits showed that with gigs. Gigs just he's always like he's a poster child for that. As in, I will not. This is me, and I'll forever be me. And just him gets into the most craziest places. It will take longer, but when he gets to the places, he never looks back and be like, "Oh man, I had to change to get here."
Listen, all the greats you have seen have been themselves. They
Mm.
have to do so. It may take long, it may take short, but you have to like what is what God gave you, child. Why are you trying to switch up what God gave you now? Is it right? That ain't right. That ain't right. It's not right.
Mm.
Why are you changing? Why are you trying to in your head you wanna be in this place to change or to break the rules, but these times you're following the rules. That makes no sense to me now, child. It doesn't make sense.
Mm.
And you'll leave no mark because
Mm.
you're just another person.
Come on, you be
Yeah.
preaching.
Oh, am I? Oh, sorry.
I want to come. I want to come to your church. I want to come to
Chat.
your. um, Tell me about. Even though coming into this industry can feel, you can feel alone sometimes. Tell me about like the friendships you found in the industry. Someone like Julie Adenuga. You two got the same birthday, and it's like people you found.
Who's it? Me, Chucky,
Oh
and
wow.
recently I found out Victor.
Oh for real.
We all have December 15th. I said, nah. I felt upset because I'm actually main character. I said, no way,
Wait,
why is everyone sharing the same?
what day is it?
July.
July 15th.
Yeah? Don't tell me
You're
you're
lying.
someone else.
That's my birthday. That's my birthday.
Congratulations. No, you're not joking. Are you
Okay.
lying?
Yeah, mine's June 16th.
I'm thinking, child, this is it's enough. Because why is everyone born on the same day as me? It's enough.
Yeah, so tell me about those friendships you found in the industry and how did they help go along?
Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened. I think somebody called me now, child. Sorry. Can
Awesome.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Um, friendship, 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 friendship. Friendship is a strong word, you know. Like, all jokes aside, I feel like people throw the word friends very loosely a lot because this industry is business. I
Mm,
see it as, and you can't mix friendship and business, in my opinion. But I've a lot of people in the industry have given me, like Julie has given me a lot of advice, and I respect her very highly. And I see she's one of my inspirations, and people I actually look up to, and people that I think is like possible in this thing. and I feel like she gives the best hugs. I genuinely love Julie. She gives the best. I can generally say she's one of the few people that made me felt safe.
Wow, it's powerful.
If in these rooms, like I can go to like a industry party and she's there. She'll give me the like. She generally makes me feel safe. Um, like there's so many. You know what? Yeah, I generally. You know what? I'm a liar. Look at my liar. I'm a true liar. I don't believe it. I actually made friends in the industry. You know what? Cool. Like I made a lot of sisterhood in the sense of there's so many people I can actually say that I have so much in common, and sometimes we be thinking, well, am I bugging? And to hear someone be like, you know what, you ain't bugging. I'm going through it as well. It feels good.
Mm-hmm.
What was your question again, child? I don't know what I said.
Not just, as in just like how those friendships helped you, because sometimes it is a bit like it's a bit shark infested, but are
No,
they
no,
quite
you
solid
know,
foundations?
friendship, like even the boys, even from Lippy, Marks, Taser, Tiago, some of the filthy lot, Chucky.
Mm.
They're literally I generally see them like big bros, like
Oh.
in a sense of this made me felt safe
Mm.
and actually taking me in and always tell me to be myself. Say you don't want me to switch. Like they always I love them, man. I love them, man. It's a lot of people made me felt safe
Mm.
in this thing, in the sense of being my most authentic self. Yeah.
Yeah, and that enables it. That almost kind of that boosts it. It boosts that version of you. Not version, shall I say? But it boosts the confidence to keep being that. Because there's people around you that continually endorse it. Don't change, don't change, don't change. So even if you get into situations, whether you're going to do a brand deal or whatever, and you think, oh, maybe I should, they're ringing in your ear. Don't do it. Don't do it, child.
Child.
Oh, child. All right, we're coming to the end. You're writing. Can you remember what happened on May the 31st, 2017?
He made the 31st. Yeah.
Wednesday, May the 31st,
Was it my
2017.
first blog?
First blog post, yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
How did you know that?
Scissor control. I had to scroll and scroll and scroll and
God.
scroll. So he talks about Scissors Control album. What was it like pressing like post on that? First one ever.
Scary.
Mm.
I'm thinking, oh my god, ew, look at my thoughts. Oh wow, like my first thing is like, are people gonna read this? Are people gonna take me in? Are people gonna actually see my side and be thinking, oh, this girl's waffling by?
Mm.
What made me deeply like, oh my god, this is crazy. It's Scissors drummer DM me and saying that she really messes with my posts. I'm just thinking,
What?
that how did we get here? And it's like, imagine this is your first post, and you're like, what? So, yeah, I it felt weird. It felt very scary.
Mm.
I was thinking, why the hell did I do that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I felt more at ease. So, yeah.
And for you, in school, maths was your strength, but English was not. So,
Child, why you my business now, child? You my business. You are in my business. You are in my business, child. What? Who sent you?
English wasn't your strength, but this is now your superpower almost. Like, what would you
Really?
say? what what are some of the tips that you would give for people who want to start writing and reviewing, sharing their thoughts and words?
Just say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind. You are not bugging. Your thought process is not wrong. Just start. Create your own community. Create your own circle in the sense of you guys build, because there's no point seeking for validation from the big dogs, because more time they're gonna come to you once they see there's a community there and see value. And I feel like and reviews can be different. Sometimes you can do a reaction video, or you can create a podcast and talk about it with your friends, or you can write it out. I only wrote because I'm camera shy. Well, I was camera shy. Now I can't say I'm camera shy no more. But I didn't feel comfortable going on camera and talk, so I said let me just write it out and say my thoughts. But yeah, just build your own community. I say do something that you do in your day-to-day life, in a sense. So obviously with me and Music Fridays, I always remember in school I was always the first person to know the latest songs. I'm like, you didn't hear about this song still, like type of vibe. So it's just do things that you know that it's a bit you, if you get what I'm trying to say.
100%. Would you ever kind of transition into podcasting or YouTube, your own YouTube?
That's what we're working on that, child. We're working.
Okay.
We're working. That's one of my goals I need to achieve next. Something that is my I want to try to create my own baby. Nah, child. Yeah.
Your last question is, and you haven't used your pass card. You said another quote.
I've been talking. I talk a lot. Oh my God.
He said, "I just want to see the girls win because it would inspire a new set of generations."
Yeah.
And talk about what is the legacy, or the why are you here? What is it that you're doing here?
Why am I here? I used to ask God. Ask him why I'm here, because I do not know. But I just see it. I just see the okay. How can I answer this question? I feel like in order to understand your purpose in this life, you need to be selfless. And I feel like people need to understand that. Once you put ego in the mix of your purpose or what you want to achieve in this life, it always goes left, because you defeat the purpose. It becomes like you want to be godlike in the situation, and people need to understand people's purpose and legacy. Sometimes you will not see it. It probably might spark a great. You know what? I watched so and so, or I read something, and that person becomes the biggest thing in the world. And I feel like people need to understand that we are all seeds. Some of us may grow to a big tree. Some of us may grow, then we might be blue from a wind now, child, but our leaves will plant something else and help something. Like, we need to understand, like, we just play our role, and that's it, be selfless. And I feel like what I want to do, because I feel like oh yeah, I'm a girl, oh my gosh, it's tough, ooh, boo 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 boo. So what I can do is create, or try to create, a community, or some type of space. There's already space, but in a way make girls that are looking at me feel comfortable to do what they want to do, in a sense. I don't care for myself. Nah, child. We are humans. I feel like people's downfall that I've seen in a lot of documentaries is ego. And I can't deal with the ego stuff. Like, and the thing is, everybody has an ego. And everyone has an ego, but
Trust.
yeah, I'm not trying to be all in the ego stuff now, child.
Is there things that you specifically do to dodge ego or to put ego down so you don't get trapped? Because like you said, a lot of praise comes your way and a lot of flowers come your way.
I get that corner as well now, child. Let's not act. You don't see the YouTube comments now, child, because they've been getting my ass, insulting me. That's what they do. So it's a mixture as well.
How do you
But
how do you deal with that? Because the more your
I
profile
don't watch.
rises,
I don't watch
oh,
it. I can't see it. If I see it, I want to reply back, but I can't. So I have to be like, you know what, cool, ever. Charge it to the game.
mm-hmm.
Charge it to the game, child.
This is what it is.
It is what it is now, child.
Last question,
Mm-hmm.
and you may not have. I just tend to ask my guests this question at the end, but you may not have a question. Do you have a question for me? You don't even know me, but do you have a question for me?
What's your reason why you are doing this? What's your reason?
Second person asked me. I feel like
you're asking all the questions now, child. I'm asking you the questions.
Do you know what? It's why. The why is I said it last night. Everyone has a story. You know what I'm saying? And it's so unique. Everyone's story is so unique. But if nobody takes the time to tell it or unpack it, there's no chance for someone to be empowered or inspired by it. Like the things that you said just in this live alone, 1 hour, someone can watch that and just like you talked about, can take that and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna." And so I'm invested in stories, and especially in the Black community, Black people have done so much that has been hidden and pushed down, and I think it's only years down the line. Oh, this person invented this person discovered that. Yeah, huh? So I want our stories shouted about now, the highs, the lows, the struggles, the in-betweens, so that we can learn from it, empower ourselves and do even more. My daughter's growing up and, you know, I've done maybe I've done 78 of these. It's enough, that's enough of a library for her to just sit down. I say, hey, go and watch Auntie Mimi, go and watch Samuel Mene, go and watch all these people, learn what is possible and go and do yours. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I do it. Our stories are powerful, man, but someone has to create a platform to tell them. So yeah, that's what we did, man. That's what we did.
That's lit.
That's lit. Mimi, thank you for 21 questions. You don't even use your pass card.
Oh, God damn. Damn it.
No, but thank you for your time, man.
Thank you.
I say to everyone, I always say if you come on this platform, if we ask you to come on, it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We see something in you, we believe in you, and we just want to shine a spotlight on it. So anything that you're doing, if you post something and you see the first post is from the sit down, that's why. Because we'll be on you to just push whatever you need out there. And anytime you need us, DM, message, whatever, we're there, man, we're there. So big up to you.
This is so cute and so sweet. Y'all cute. I love you too. I love you guys too.
Big up to everyone that's been listening as well. Anything that's coming up that we need to know about?
Me being off-brand on YouTube and tweeting like a crazy woman.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, we working.
Yes, indeed. Well, have a good evening, and we'll speak soon, man.
Right. Thank you. Bye, guys.
No worries. Take care. Big up everyone who's joined us for 21 Questions with Mimi, the music blogger. Shout out to you. Like I said, we've got an event coming. 1st of March, to sit down with SHOLA Amma. If you loved this, come and let's do this in person. It'll be mad. It'll be beautiful in person. If you want to come, click the link in our bio. That's the website, and you can buy tickets and come on down. We'd love to see you. In the comment section, let us know how you found this. And if you didn't get to watch it from the beginning, don't worry. We're going to put this on the front page of our profile immediately after I close. So please share with people that you think it can benefit. Share with people you think it can help. Take care, God bless, and make sure you follow the Sit Down. Check out our YouTube via the link in the bio. And yeah, come to the show. To come to the show. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lovely. So yeah, peace. Take care. God bless your heart. I'm Icy. This is the Sit Down.